Okay, welcome to Mini Flow Monday. Let's go ahead and start standing. We're going to find our mountain pose position. Let me just adjust this a little bit. So I want you to start by relaxing your arms down by your side and feet right underneath your hips. Close your eyes here for just a moment. And imagine your spine growing a little bit taller. Dropping those shoulders a little further down away from your ears as your chest lifts up. Just take a couple of deep breaths here. Spreading those toes. Really grounding yourself into the floor. Each exhale, feeling yourself grow a little bit taller. Take one more deep breath in this nice, strong mountain pose. Go ahead and open the eyes on your next inhale. We're going to shrug those shoulders all the way up to our ears. And then exhale, release and let that go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, shrug all the way up. Exhale, release. 1 more. All the way up. And release. All right, let's put this into shoulder rolls and make it sort of a full body motion. So bend those knees as we come down. Exhale. Inhale, big shoulder roll. Exhale, down. Inhale and exhale from the side. Really exaggerate this movement. Big reach and exhale. Now add those arms. So inhale, reach, circle down, exhale. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, maybe a little back bend there. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Let's hang out in this forward fold for just a couple breaths. Bend the knees, relax the head completely. Grab those elbows, match your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Gently sway side to side here. And then release those arms to the floor. You're going to roll up to standing 1 vertebrae at a time with the head coming up last. And then once we're at the top, bringing ourselves to the top of our mat or our space. We're going to take a nice inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, let's swan dive forward, leading with the chest. Coming all the way down, you're going to plant those hands down to the floor. And you're going to step on back to a downward facing dog. So lifting those hips nice and high. You can go ahead and pedal out your heels here in your down dog. Holding that for a couple of breaths. Upside down V with your body. Getting a nice, good stretch here. Again, nod your head yes, shake your head no. We're going to go through just a very simple flow here to build a little heat in the body. Next inhale brings us to a plank, stacking the shoulders right on top of the wrists. Exhale, lower knees and chest, chaturanga. Lower down gently, flatten those feet. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. So maybe just an inch or 2. Exhale, lower. We tuck those toes, come up and back to your downward facing dog. Breathing in and out through the nose. Next inhale, you're going to bend your knees. Exhale, walk, hop, or jump. Let's come back to our forward fold. Inhale, let's reverse that swan dive. So take those arms out to the side. Bring them all up to the top. As we exhale, let's go back down and do another round. Swan dive forward, leading with the chest. Let it all go right here. Plant those hands to the floor. Step back to your downward facing dog. Then step back any way you'd like there. Maybe that knee meets the floor first. And then you make your way to down dog. Next inhale brings us to our plank. Our gaze is right in front of those fingertips. Exhale, we lower the knees and the chest. Nice and slow, flatten those toes. Inhale, lift up, stretch out the back. Exhale, release. Let's retap the toes and come on back. We're going to go through 1 more round. So next inhale, we're going to bend the knees. Next exhale, walk, hop, or jump. Come back to this forward fold. Let's reverse our swan dive on our next inhale, reaching all the way up. As tall as you can, take your gaze up. Palms together, maybe a mini back bend, and then exhale, take it down one final time. Making big circles with those arms until you touch the floor. Hands reach the floor, you step back to down dog. Really pressing those hips up an inch higher this time. And then inhale, we come forward to our plank. Exhale, let's lower our knees and chest, elbows stay back. Nice and warm throughout the body now, feet are flat. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, retuck the toes. This time press up and back into your child's pose. So flatten them, bring those knees a little wider, and sit back into your heels. Shift your weight to the right, to the left. Once more to each side, right and left. And then inhale will bring us up to tabletop position. So now we're just gonna get some feel good stretches in. So cat-cow will be first, feet are nice and flat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and the tailbone. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. And let's do that again, inhale. And exhale, perfect. One more cat-cow. Inhale, lift, and exhale. All right, let's do a little spinal extension here. So you're gonna take your right hand behind your right ear. We're gonna lift that elbow up, do a little bit of rotation and extension here, inhale. Exhale, you're gonna bring that elbow down towards the floor. And again, inhale, lift. Slowly starting to open up through the side body. Exhale, lower. And working through the shoulder. One more time, inhale. This time, extend that arm completely. And then exhale, we're gonna come into that full threaded needle. So thread that arm through, lower to your shoulder, lower to your head, keep your hips lifted. It's a little less intense if you do this in your child's pose. So if you want to take that version instead, you're more than welcome to. If not, keep those hips up for one more breath. Then start to slowly drop those hips down, come on out, and come back to tabletop. Let's do same thing on the other side. Left hand just right by your ear. Inhale, that elbow draws up and back, and then exhale, we rotate it down. Inhale, lift, so your hip bones stay facing the floor. Exhale, down. We're just doing a twist here from the waist and the thoracic spine. Last one, you're gonna extend that arm all the way up here, and then exhale, thread the needle, lower down onto your shoulder and your head. Keep those hips lifted. Take a few breaths. Inhale, slowly bring those hips back. And then exhale, come right back up to your tabletop. Okay, let's find a puppy pose here. So a little bit more stretch for our shoulders and upper body. You're gonna lower those forearms down in front of you and drop your head onto the floor while your hips stay lifted. This is our puppy pose. So you're really gonna feel this in those shoulders and then upper back. We're gonna hang up here for just a few breaths before getting into our back and hips. Next, inhale takes us back up to that tabletop, and then exhale, we're gonna lower all the way down to your chest and belly. So we're just gonna make our way down the body. Now we're gonna get into that mid-lower back, bring your legs about hip distance, and lift on up onto your Sphinx pose. Elbows under your shoulders, almost as if you're getting ready to do a plank. So those forearms are parallel to one another. Let's take 2 breaths here. Maybe baby cobra feels a little bit gentler on your shoulders, so you can take that. And then slowly lower on that next inhale. Now what we're gonna do is stack our hands on top of each other. You're gonna lay your forehead on your hands. Keep your legs hip distance. Forehead on those hands. Inhale, you're gonna lift up as high as you can, and then exhale, lower. So now we're working through that lower back. Inhale, lift, and core. Exhale, lower. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good, 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, keep your forehead connected to your hands. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower, perfect. Arms by your side, turn your head to one side, relax here. Go ahead and bend your knees and windshield wiper those legs side to side. Taking 2 more breaths right here, shaking out those legs if that feels good. And then slowly lower those legs down. Bring your head back to the center. We're gonna tuck our toes, hands under our shoulders, press ourselves up and back. Let's take our left leg in front, right knee on the floor. Make sure you have some support for that knee. I sometimes like to fold my mat. Gives me a little more support. And also do this close to the wall. So we're gonna take a nice big deep breath, and on that exhale, we're just gonna drop through those hips. The hands are just resting lightly on your thigh. Your hip, knee, ankle, make sure in a nice straight line. Just getting a nice stretch for those hips. Hip flexor stretch. Inhale, those arms come up. Exhale, hold. So now a little core challenge. We'll just take one more breath and then go to the other side. Inhale, those arms come down. Exhale, go ahead and sit back and switch. Take your other leg in front. Finding your balance. Hands gently on that thigh. Exhale, drop into those hips. Take a couple breaths. Chest up, shoulders down. Inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, hold. So keeping that core nice and strong. Think of stitching your rib cage together. One more breath here. Maybe you drop an inch lower. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, sit back. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to come down onto our back and even more of a stretch for those hips. So slowly make your way down to your back. Once you're there, you're going to give yourself a nice big hug, knees to chest, rock side to side. Then circle your ankles, wiggle your toes. So we're going to go into another type of twist. This one you're going to feel more in your lower back. Drop your legs, your knees over to the right, all the way over. I want your whole body to go with it. So arms extend out. So your left arm is going to come all the way up and over across the body as we exhale, almost like an open book. Inhale, bring it back to meet the other arm. So you're on your side in a fetal position. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close. Let's do it 1 more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, you're gonna hold right here for a couple of breaths. So you're looking over that left shoulder. Left arm is extended. Your legs and knees are to the right. Spinal twist. Also great stretch for our shoulders. Slowly close the book, back up, and then very gently make your way onto your back. Nice and slow. Before the other side, let's do a pair of windshield wipers here. Your feet are hip distance, hands are just down by your side, and you're gonna drop those legs from right to left. Do 1 more in each direction. And then we'll slowly roll all the way onto our left side. So let's switch positions. So legs go to the left, you're all the way on that left side, like a fetal position, like a baby, arms are straight out. Inhale, reach now that right arm over as far as you can, looking over that shoulder, and then exhale, close it back up 2 more times. Now, if this is too much for your shoulders or your neck even, you can place a block under your head, and that would give you a lot more support as you twist. Last one, we're gonna hold it here and look over that shoulder. So keeping your knees and legs to the left as your arm is to the right and you're looking over that shoulder. 1 more big deep breath here. Slowly close it back up. Very gently come onto your back. Do 1 more big stretch here for those hips and our back. Your feet are hip distance, hands are down by your side. Take an inhale here. And on your next exhale, we're going to lift up into our bridge. Hold it here. So don't let the hips too high or too low. Hang up here for a couple breaths. You want a little more, interlace those fingers and hands under your hips. Roll those arms underneath. Maybe lift an inch higher. Get those glute muscles warm in case you've been sitting on them all morning. Hold this here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale over, nice and easy. And exhale, pull those knees into your chest one last time. Give yourself a big hug, rocking side to side. And then let's slowly roll over to one side. We're gonna come up to a seated position and just finish with a couple of stretches there. So whatever is comfortable for you here, it can be cross-legged or resting on your shins, whatever feels good for you. We're gonna start by taking a deep breath in, arms come up. And as we exhale, we're gonna drop and lower that left arm as our right arm reaches over. Nice side stretch. Inhale brings us back to center and exhale to the other side. Big stretch here. Let's do it one more time in each direction. Inhale and exhale. One last time, inhale. Drop and reach, exhale. Those arms back up, lower them down. Back to the shoulder rolls that we did in the very beginning. And then we'll do a gentle twist over that right shoulder. Nice and tall, and then over that left shoulder. And then back to center. And we will end here by bringing our hands to prayer right at our chest, closing our eyes for just a moment, allowing ourselves for just a short amount of time to get a little move and stretch and yoga break in the middle of our day. To hopefully re-energize ourselves for the rest of the day. And then we will say namaste to one another. Namaste to you all. And thank you so much. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. I know that was short and quick, 15 minutes, but hopefully you are ready to take on the rest of your day.